Enemy plane! Watch it!
That attack plane just died.
Oh, I just got a roadkill and an airplane.
Nice. Oh, fuck.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Chief1, and I'm just gonna get right into it because I know the title. If you clicked on the video, you read the title and you already know what I want to talk about. So, no reason really delaying the discussion that I want to have any longer. I'm just going to get it out of the way. You know, this video is going to be pretty much what I dislike about the whole Battlefield 5 reveal as of today, which should be the 11th of June. First of all, the E3 was very disappointing to me. EA's E3 was, I was expecting more of the Battlefield game, more of the gameplay itself, more discussion about the game. And we didn't get anything. And then they tell us that the next day, being the 10th, that was on the 9th, on the 10th, Microsoft would be revealing a little bit more of the gameplay for us, and we get a little more information then. So, I waited. I watched all of the Microsoft reveal stuff, which I don't even have an Xbox, but yeah, some of the stuff they reveal is, they talk about is going to be on PlayStation also. And they didn't talk about Battlefield at all. They had one little reveal trailer, which was a trailer that we've seen, what, 3 or 4 times already. Nothing new. Absolutely nothing new. Which pissed me off. So, now I'm forced to go and try to find gameplay on YouTube, which, lo and behold, every YouTuber, that's got more than 10,000 subscribers is invited out to EA or out to Los Angeles to play the game and record footage of the gameplay and then upload it on their channels. What it seems like to me was that basically EA decided to let the YouTubers, which they call quote-unquote the community, which was just laughable to me. They represent a very small portion of the community, my point. I mean, a lot of people watch these YouTubers. I get it. Jack Fragg's got a few million subscribers. I love Jack Frags. I think he's a great Battlefield player. I think he's a great YouTuber. But then you got Level Cap, you got Westy, you got Rival X Factor, you got Matimio. The list goes on and on and on. Stoda. I mean, I could name off Battlefield YouTubers for days. You got all these guys that post videos on YouTube. For the most part, the majority of them do upload mainly Battlefield videos. So yeah, they had a right to go out there, I guess you could say. But I want to hear from the developers, why they decided to do what they did. Not hear from the YouTubers who just played the game and are like, well, we don't know why it's this way, but this is the way it is. There's just a few things in the game that I wish they would just explain to me. Like for the fortifications, Westy did a good video on the fortifications. Do I agree with fortifications and building fortifications in the game? Not really. I don't see the point in it. I think it's a waste of time. I'm going to have teammates and squad members building, shit that doesn't need to be built for the most part. We're going to be getting attacked and they're going to get killed, and it's just more crap that you got to deal with in the game. I mean, they've already taken the healing away from us, where you're going to have med packs in order to fully re-heal. I mean, I thought the healing was fine in Battlefield games prior to Battlefield 5, where you end up, you get shot, you're wounded for a pretty extended period of time, to be honest with you. You had to, hide for a while, if nothing else, to let your health regen, if you will, or you had to wait for a medic to come by and throw a med pack to you. But one way or the other, you weren't just stuck in the middle of a battlefield, looking for a med pack or a medic to heal you. Now in Battlefield 5, you're going to have to wait for God knows how long, to actually get a med pack or get a heal. Or what's going to end up happening is everybody and their brother's going to be running medic, and nobody's going to be running support or assault or anything like that. So you're going to have to deal with, people playing one class, kind of like what they do in this game. People are either running assault or running recon. 9 times out of 10, you're going to run into either assault player or recon player. Very rarely do you hit medics. I mean, yeah, there's a couple medics in this class here that I'm playing with right now. But, I mean, there's really not a lot of medics that run around playing with the med class, and I think that's got to do with the weapons, but regardless, that's another story. Battlefield 1, and while we're talking about Battlefield 5 here, I think it's going to be oversaturated with medics because of the healing aspect of the game. Yeah, you can revive your squad members no matter who you are, but you're only going to revive a certain amount of health. Then once again, you got to find a med pack or you got to find a medic. It's just going to be a pain in the ass. I thought it was fine the way it was. I thought the healing, you know, yeah, it took a little while for you to heal back up, and that's cool, but at least you healed back up, you know. Now you got to wait even longer. Anyway, moving on, the fortifications again, I just don't think it's necessary. I think the game was fine without it. I think this was Battlefield's or DICE's attempt to see how everybody would handle something similar to what Fortnite has, where you build up your fortifications and then you hide behind them and wait for, you know, people to come by and kill them or whatever the case may be. It seems too Fortnite-y to me, the whole fortifications thing, building up fortifications. On the other hand, you know, playing the devil's advocate here, it could help. I mean, if you're playing game modes like Operations or Conquest, where you're dealing with constant pushes of people, you know, you need those covers and stuff to be able to hide behind. Nothing pisses me off more than playing like this map that we're seeing right now. I think it's Galicia, where you're just running across an open field for days and you got no cover besides maybe a blown out hole in the ground, and you're lucky if you get there before you get your head taken off or a plane strafes you or whatever else comes up, you know. So the fortifications may come in handy in certain situations, but I think they're going to be a nuisance more than anything, in my opinion. And then for the last few minutes here, I want to talk about this the elephant in the room battle royale. My buddy Matt and I, we talked about it for a little while the other day. We both disagreed. We both agreed that this should not be in the game. We disagreed wholeheartedly with the idea of putting battle royale in Battlefield. Westy even came out and said it himself. He didn't think it was, you know, necessary. Didn't think it should be added into the game. And I agree. I don't think it should be added in the game at all. I think it should have been left alone. The way I look at it, you got Call of Duty and Battlefield have been staples in the first-person shooter genre for you know, over a decade. Games have striven to be as good or be like Call of Duty and Battlefield. And lately, due to some of the, you know, problems with Battlefield and whatnot, the games have been dropping off. Battlefield and Call of Duty have been kind of dropping off. Their player base has been dropping off. You could say it was because of the Battlefield was great up until Battlefield 1 or Battlefield Hardline for that matter. They didn't like the games. You know, Battlefield 1 was kind of rough, so they decided to go on to you know, play other games. Call of Duty's been going downhill since Ghost, honestly, and Black Ops may bring them back, but you know, they've been going downhill. But these games used to be a staple in the first-person shooter genre, and now it's like, why are these companies striving to be like Epic Games or, you know, PUBG and Fortnite and H1Z1? These are companies that should have been looking up to. These are small companies, you know, and these are companies that should be looking up to DICE and Treyarch and Infinity Ward and trying to pattern their games after them, you know. And now you got these massive companies, these game companies that have been building games like Battlefield and Call of Duty for decades now, and they're striving to be like Fortnite and PUBG. I mean, no, I don't have to click on the game mode and play it if I don't want to. But there's other things about Battlefield that should have been worked on and should have been fixed before you go worrying about putting in a new game mode that honestly not that many people really wanted. I mean, you look at, I went through some of the YouTube channels that talked about adding a Battle Royale game mode, and the dislike to like ratio was in favor of the like ratio, but I think that was just because of the YouTuber themselves. But, I mean, there was a lot of dislikes on these videos. I mean, Level Cap had 2.2 thousand dislikes on a video about Battle Royale and only 3,600 likes. I mean, so clearly people weren't too thrilled about adding a Battle Royale game mode into Battlefield 5. So it splits the player base, like Matt said in his video. It really does. It splits the player base. It takes more people away from Conquest and Operations and TDM. You're going to be struggling to find servers. That's if people even play the game mode. So they're going to end up wasting their time on this game mode that, you know, people may not even want to play. It may not even work good with Battlefield. I just disagree with it wholeheartedly. I don't think it should have been added into the game. I think they should have left it out. But they added it. So once again, we don't have to click on the game mode and play it. I get that. I understand that. But at the end of the day, why even add it? They weren't even sure they were going to. You know, it's not even going to be a launch game mode, a game mode playable at launch. So it just sucks, you know. Like it just feels like Call of Duty and Battlefield this year have worked towards going, you know, catering to, like they did last year. Battlefield especially, they catered to the Call of Duty community. They called up, you know, a lot of these YouTubers like Drifter and T Martin, White Boy 7th Street, and all these Call of Duty YouTubers, and got them into coming to EA and playing Battlefield 1. I guess this was 2 years ago now, and playing Battlefield 1 and paying for their trips and all this other shit. And what happened? Those guys dropped off the face of the planet as far as Battlefield was concerned within the first month of the release of the game. You know, they just quit playing it altogether, and that was the end of it. No questions asked. And to me, it's disgraceful. It's a slap in the face of all these other, you know, Battlefield players that have been around for a while that should have taken those slots. And now you're catering to a game mode that, honestly, it bores me. It really does. I've played Fortnite. I played it with my son. My son really wanted me to try it out. I said, sure, I'll try it out. I tried it out with him, and I told him straight up, looking right at me. I had a 12-year-old kid looking right in the eye, and I said, this is the dumbest game I've ever played in my life. There's nothing worse than jumping out of a freaking bus that's being carried through the sky by a hot air balloon. You drop it out of the sky into a map, praying to God that you land near a house that has, one, a weapon that you can use, or two, you don't land next to somebody that's already going to get there before you get the weapon and then kill you, sending you back to the freaking lobby screen again to do it all over. All for one chance to possibly, very slim chance, possibly be the #1 overall Battle Royale winner. Yeah, no thanks. I'm good. That bores the crap out of me. Give me a respawn. You know, I mean, and it's only one map. So you end up jumping to the same spots over and over and over again. It just, I don't know. I can't see Battle Royale really working that good with Battlefield. I can't see it working really good with Call of Duty. And it just, like I said, it just saddens me that they caved into, you know, that community and caved into, like, God, it just pisses me off. Like, I see these guys getting invited out to LA to play the new Battlefield game, and they didn't even play Battlefield 1 for a solid year. You know, I mean, yeah, they capped out, and a lot of them did. I don't think Jack Frags even capped out in the level. Level cap, I believe, did, but you know, you look at these guys' channel for the last solid year, 90% of their uploads have pretty much been Fortnite or, you know, Rainbow Six or you name it, and not even Battlefield related. And it's just sad to me. You know, YouTube is not the way it used to be. I wish it was better, but it's not. For example, right now I'm struggling to get views on my videos. Like, so if you guys are watching this and you've watched it this long, do me a favor and hit the notification button, because I don't think my videos are even getting out there. But if you disagree, I understand, and leave a comment in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think. I just don't think Battle Royale should be in Battlefield, to be completely honest with you. I think it's a stupid-ass game mode. It's going to just separate the player base even that much more than it already is. But it is what it is. You know, we got to deal with it. We got to push through it and move on. You know, there's some other things about the game that I wasn't too crazy about, but I don't want to turn this channel into a big bashing Battlefield 5 channel. So the next video, I'm going to try to talk about some of the things that I am looking forward to, and I'll let you guys, you know what I'm excited about, some of the gameplays that I've watched, and other than that, let's try to turn this around in a more of a better mood. I will put Matt's information down in the description below, so you guys can check out his channel also. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Hit the like button if you liked it, please. It will help me out. Like I said, I'm trying to get this channel out there. Like, I don't think the videos are getting to people's sub boxes. So if you could please, you know, like the video, maybe hit the notification so you know when I go up and upload a video again. That would really help. But other than that, this is Chief 1. I am out.